So I'm thinking this area in here, bunch of offices, but I think maybe like high-rise ban offices, so they're not like super tall down by the coast. Although we don't have demand for it, so maybe commercial will be better. I think commercial might be a lot better. Hold on. Let's see what we can do here. So we can actually kind of grid this quite nicely here, which is going to cause issues because this isn't actually a district or anything, but I think I'll do some commercial down here. I might leave a bit of a gap between it so that there's like room for something in here. Alternatively, I can just do this. Let's turn off those guidelines. Hold on. So there. I really, you know what I didn't do? I didn't get the mod that lets me turn the zoning on and off in different roads. I really need to get that. I really need to get that. I'm also gonna just change this road and this road so that I lose the zoning on them, because I really don't want that. And I think we'll just go ahead and make sure that the turning and all that's still the way I want it to be. And I'll need to lower the speed limit on those roads as well. Otherwise, traffic's just going to get a bit weird. But I think that might do us a favor. So let's just take that up to 50 and 50. And 50 and 50. And that should... yeah, that'll help with the zoning in those areas. It means it won't be as weird as it would have been. And yeah, this can be like high-rise band commercial, I guess. And I think I'm also going to say that we can maybe take an avenue off of here. And I think I'm going to go with trees in the avenue. It just looks nice. I like trees, man. Some people like trains. I like trees. Nice. There's some, like, you can't beat a good tree. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes I say things and I hear them. Like, I say things and then I actually hear the things I'm saying and I'm like, man, I understand why people think I'm a bit strange. You know? I get it. I do. I totally makes sense. I never actually, you know what? I never had a tree house, man. I always wanted one. On the topic of trees, right? I never had a tree house. But I did get very good at climbing trees. Once upon a time. When I was but a wee lad, I got very good at climbing trees. So much so, there's a picture of me somewhere, and it's one of the few pictures of me smiling. But there's a picture of me somewhere clutching I'm lying on the ground in like a park, and I'm clutching a branch. Now that picture was taken at the exact moment I essentially impacted the ground after hanging from said branch, having it break, and I fell from the tree onto the ground and immediately, died laughing. Tell you what, turn this road into grass-lined, and that'll work. So that can be a bunch of districts there. So that can be a whole bunch of districts, meaning we can have some pretty good traffic control around here. I think I will do some residential in here as well. So if we do, I'll tell you what, this road down here can have grass, this can have grass, and then these ones can be ones that people park on. The residential roads, I kind of want those to go down from here. So if we turn off guidelines, how many units is this? 30? That's perfect. So we'll go 30, 30. We'll go 30. And we'll go 30. And we have that weird bit in the middle, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. Let's see. This one can be grass-lined as well. And we could actually do a nice big park in there. A little bit close to the industry, but I'm kind of tempted to say that we could do a nice park in there. I'm kind of tempted. I think that could be a park. Because this can just be residential. We can do residential up here as well, I think. I like it. I think that'll work. So we'll do the same here. We'll go 40 on this one. We'll go 40 on this one. And we'll do the same here. So we'll just sort of do the same. Oh, I should have probably done like 39. Hold on. What about 30 instead to try and get this to like line up real nice? Oh, this is a different grid as well. This is going to look pretty neat, actually. I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to build this up and try and get this to actually connect to the power here so we can get rid of the massive pylons we have over here. So we'll have that kind of go around. We could actually just continue this another, like, 30 there. Yeah, I like that. This one can maybe go 20. This one can maybe go 10. No, it can't. Never mind. All right. I think that'll work, right? So that's going to be our grid for a bunch of residential. And I just kind of need to connect it here. I could, again, do quite a big park in there. But I don't know if I want to do a big park along the highway. I don't think I want to do a big park along the highway. I think I want to do something else in there. So let's just have this road continue to about there, just so it kind of caps off nicely. And we'll figure out that space. It's not too big of a deal right now to figure it out. We can do that later. As for in here, just going to be commercial. In here can have a little bit more industry. I would like to do offices in there, but I just don't see that happening. I don't think that's going to happen. We don't have the demand for it at all. It's going to take way too long to get that, so we're not going to bother. I think I will do some nature reserve paths, though. They aren't going to be lit up or anything, but I love these paths. They work so perfectly for accenting your industrial areas because they do look kind of grimy. Also, can I do some parking lots in here? Can I do like 1 and 2? That looks all right. What if I move it in like 1? And then do like trees around it. We'll come back to that. Twitch chat's currently going, oh god, not parking lots, so we'll come back to it. I think there might be something going on here against parking lots. I'm not quite sure what it is. Not really sure what this this rebel uprising seems to be, but it will be swiftly crushed. This battle station will soon be fully operational. There is only parking lots. There is only parking lots. I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my parking lot empire. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. All right? That's the way that's the way this works. That is the way this works. Right. Let's get some districts in here before I start murdering a classroom of 30 younglings. Let's do something like this. There we go. I'm gonna need to take it off of these roads, though, which is gonna make that a little bit tricky. But I think we can manage. So we'll go up and around, and that's all gonna be one district. That's actually... Is that a bit big for one of my districts in here? No. It's actually okay. It's about the right size. This one over here is going to be the same. Gonna get it painted in as a bit of a district and see what we can do with it. Concord Park. Man, I'm so disappointed that Concord isn't a thing anymore. I'm so disappointed it's not a thing. I saw one flying once. I was in I was in London. I had family that used to live in London. I think near Gatwick. I think near Gatwick Airport in London. And we were sitting in the backyard. It was really, really sunny out, and we were sitting in the backyard, and we heard this like roaring thing, and I'd never heard a Concorde before, a Concorde plane. So I'm like, what is that? And we look up, and you can see the delta wing of the Concorde flying up above. Like you can see either, I can't remember if it was coming in for a landing or if it was taking off, but it's man, I'm so disappointed that it, like, I understand why it was so expensive to run and all that, but what was it? You could cross the Atlantic in what, 4 hours, or was it 3 hours? Whatever it was, that was cool, man. That would have been great on my trip to TwitchCon, because that flight was what, 11 hours, I think it was an 11-hour flight. The one back wasn't so bad, actually. I slept most of it on the way back. But yeah, it was a really cool plane. I'm seeing a lot of people in Twitch chat actually don't know what Concorde was. If you don't, go Google it. That goes for anyone watching on YouTube as well. If you don't know what it was, go Google it. It's a really cool looking plane. And it was extremely fast. Just extremely expensive to run as well. Also extremely expensive to get tickets for. It was all around a very, very expensive plane. But a very, very interesting plane as well. Anyway, we've got the old time policy in all these districts, so that should control the traffic a little bit better. Buttergummy99 is saying that Concorde, London to New York is 3 hours, 45 minutes. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Like, that's fast. That is fast. That is crazy, crazy fast. I wish I could have, well, I probably would have, it's extremely expensive to fly in one of those. I'd love to say that I would have flown on one if they were still about. I don't know if I would have, just given how expensive they are, but I can dream. I can dream. There's a chance. There is a chance. Maybe my channel would get as big as Casey Neistat one day, and I'd be paid to fly like luxury business class on one of them or something like that. That's still a thing that he does, right? I haven't watched him in a long time. Either way, it would have been very nice. Would have been very, very nice. Now let's see here. Almost done with all these pipes. Yes, back to the game. Almost done with all these pipes, and then we can start putting in the rest of the roads and hopefully get this area to build quite quickly. I'd like to see this area fill up quite quickly. Also, you guys, yeah, you do have water. Okay. So that's filling up, no problem. We don't have that much in the way of commercial demand, though, so that's a thing. Residential, very much the way to go on this. I still don't know what to do with this space. Maybe a path. Maybe we do a, I'm gonna go with one of the red ones. I'm gonna do trees because it's fancy. But a nice sort of red path straight across there. Wow, okay. That is not at all what I wanted. That'll be the straight slope doing that, I think. So a nice red path going right to there. That's perfect. And that kind of nicely borders that space. And then I guess we could do a little bit of a road here, couldn't we? That is not the road I wanted. So keep that in the ground. Like a little stretch of road there doesn't hurt. Yeah, that fills up the space a bit better. I think we might just end up with some empty space here. I might be able to do some kind of park in there. I think I could probably do some kind of park in there. Over here, I'm not so sure what this will end up looking like. And over here is probably just going to be, let's see. Let's do grass lined. And then maybe just some straight roads coming down. So this is going to have some kind of weird zoning on it right here. Oh, wow. That is going to be really weird. Oh, oh boy. That is going to look a bit rough in here. But again, potentially room for a park there in Empire Heights. Which for some reason just reminded me of a game I played a long time ago, Empire TV Tycoon. I don't know if anyone remembers me playing that game. But that just reminded me of that game even exists. That was quite fun. I don't know if I'm not saying I'll revisit it, but yeah. Oh, wow. Well, that is a beautiful intersection if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of park space in here. Because that's something we don't have a lot of right now. Is like, we don't have a lot of green space in like the dense city center. And I want to fix that. I absolutely do. Because I think it'll just make the place look a lot nicer. Like in here, I could have like a little park. I kind of want to tear out like something down here and put a park in, and I'm probably just going to end up tearing out some city blocks and adding in parks. You know, that's kind of something I want to do. Because there just really isn't enough green space in here at all, so we'll see what we can manage. Either way, I think we'll do... I'm going to do my usual thing of putting commercial on the avenues. Just because it nicely borders it. We'll do something like that. And I know we don't have the demand for it, but it will. The demand will pick up as the demand will pick up as the housing grows, so it should be fine. Although I could probably look into to offices on the avenues instead. But again, there's even less demand for industry. Oh wow, no. There's even less demand for industries, so that's probably going to take even longer to build. So maybe not that. Either way, this looks pretty decent. So let's just come across here, come across there, and fill up all of this. I may have missed a bit in the middle, but that's fine. All right, so all of that, and that little bit too. I need to put some actual placed parks in here too, I think. So what about some of these guys? These are always good parks to have. I think I'll put it behind the commercial buildings though. So one there, one there. Could do a little bit of variety. Could do some botanical gardens. That's always an option. Could actually do a botanical garden right there. Make a little park or something. Maybe. What about up here? Doesn't really fit central. I don't like that. I'd place it if it was central, but it isn't, so I won't. As for other parks, I mean, I think we're good. I think we're probably good. I could place this giant thing somewhere, but no, I do think we're good. As for parking lots, I mean, eventually. Definitely eventually. So they've got their water, they're gonna need services. Medical out here isn't very good, so I think maybe just another hospital. I think maybe another hospital, and I think put it back there so the ambulances don't go out onto the avenue, so they can come out of this road and go wherever they need to go. And then maybe a bit of death care as well. It's always kind of important. I'm gonna do death care like this. This is gonna be a bit of a grim area to live, honestly, but sure. That's yeah, all right. Fire coverage could definitely be better. So I think a fire station right there should be pretty good for coverage. And then a large police station possibly right there. And then obviously education's kind of going to need to be a must-have too. So high school opposite the police station. Elementary schools can go back to back there. And back to back up there as well. That should be everything that we need. Should be. All right, let's see here. SRDG45, thank you very much for the sub there, bud. And Amtrue1313, thank you very much as well. And Solex, how you doing, man? It's been a while. Let's see. So those guys are going to need power. We actually need to do zoning in here as well. That's probably something we're going to want to do is actually put the zoning in there. So throw all of that in. And throw all of this in as well. Can I fill all this up nice and easy? I absolutely can. Alright. I just want to point out this ad playing in the in-game radio is my favorite ad in the game. It's for a game called Horse Economy 3. It is, it's amazing, is what it is. It's incredible. It sounds like my kind of game. I would play it. I would absolutely play it. Horse Economy 3. Hey, Solex, thank you very much for the Twitch sub there, man. How's it going, brother? Alright, can we get power to connect here? Like, this is slowly all connecting together, but I kind of need it to connect to the city too. Which probably isn't going to happen because I haven't put zoning over here. So, let's see if we can fix that. Let's see. So bring that around, bring that over to there. And in here as well, I guess. Let me do offices for that middle bit. There we go. Alright, so that all needs to fill up. That's absolutely going to take a while. That's going to take a while, but it'll fill up. It'll be fine. And for anyone wondering, I'm aware it's a lot of commercial, but it's also a lot of residential in there too. You know, there's a lot of everything other than offices. And while I wait for that to build, I guess we should probably go ahead and bring some metro out here because we have this figure 8 thing going on. It's kind of hard to see what's going on with the metro, but we have this like figure 8 thing going on with it. There's 4,500 people nearly using it. So the metro is very, very popular. But we also have a line going out to this industrial area, which I think is pretty good. But I think we'll maybe want a line coming out into these new districts. I'm trying to figure out if I want to, like loop this around and through here and then down, or do like another line. I think I might do another line. That's that out of context. Like if you clip that exact sentence and use it out of context, I realize that sounds a lot worse than it was meant to. But you know what? I'm gonna do another line, so it's fine. All right then. I need to figure this out. I'm not quite sure what to do with this whole thing. What are my honest thoughts on the new Fallout? Asks Solax. I love it. Absolutely love it. I can't stop playing it. I'm completely addicted. I really, really am. Let's see. What kind of line could we do here? I think I will just have it loop around. I think I'm just gonna have it loop around. So sort of around these avenues here. Although I do prefer these like branching ones. So like this is the line that comes out and goes somewhere. Tell you what, let's actually just do a branching one. So it's going to come out there. So this line is actually going to have like a dead end. It's gonna stop is what it's going to do. Also going to put a stop there, which is going to be pretty much inside the park. That's going to be there at some point. Yeah, I think that'll work. So it'll loop around. Then I'll put some buses in here so that it actually, so that the whole thing has connections, right? So this will go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. It'll loop back to here, and then we'll have 2 stops for it, sort of on the inside there. So something like that. And then something like... Can I get this to work? Something like that, right? So that kind of connects. And we just want this to come in, go to there, and back out. And this is going to have to be... These are going to have to be a colorful line, set of lines as well. Which is fine. I do need to pick colors though. We've got red and blue. So what about purple and orange for these two, I think. I think purple and orange. So let's just order these. So purple and orange. There we go. An underrated, by the way, an underrated color combination, purple and orange. Just so we're clear. Quite keen on the color scheme. Oh wow, there's a lot of traffic coming in there. I totally forgot to do a Oh wow. Oh, that's a lot of people. Okay, we can fix that. We can fix that. I actually, I totally forgot about that. All right. Right. Okay. That is fixable. That is totally fixable. I just need to go to here. And I need to keep this raised up. And I need to bring it out of there. Don't worry about this yet. This is fine. All right. This is all fine. We just need to level it to that height, or, well, apparently that height. What if I level it to there? Okay. So what I want to do is I want to bring this road, right? So bring this road, take it like up and over. So this is going to be a way, it's going to come down, it's going to go across here, and it's going to connect to this avenue over here somewhere, right? So that is also going to be a way into the city, as well as obviously being an existing connection to the industrial zone. As for how I'm going to do that, that is the tricky part. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. This is already elevated. Let's take it, take it out and around. Is that a bit low? No, I think that might actually work. Dude, this might actually work really well. Ooh, I might be onto something here. All right, all right, all right. I want my road to go here. And then this one's going to need to come in a little bit further. Let's turn off my guidelines and go 12. And let's see if I can get this line up nicely. So that, basically. I like that a lot. I was really worried this would look like a total friggin' mess, but I like it. I mean, it kind of looks like a total friggin' mess, but I like it, so it's fine. Like, it's a little bit ridiculous looking, but it's actually sort of gonna work, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure that'll actually work. Because it's going to be a connection into the city, like, over here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. I'm actually tempted to say, like, down here. Although that's very close to the existing entrance from the industry. What if we took it to over here somewhere? Because that area is going to need an entrance anyway. Huh. I'm just trying to work out where I want this to connect. There's a highway connection there. I guess up here might be a good spot, actually. Although that's very close to this entrance. So I think it is going to have to be over here. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be over here. So maybe like in there somewhere. We'll see. We'll figure this out. I think here. So do I want to run a highway through that entire neighborhood? I almost kind of do. I almost kind of do. So right there is the midpoint. Yeah, I think I do. I think I want to run a highway right through the neighborhood. Which technically means I'm going to have a highway running through a lot of parks as well, but that's fine. Yeah, that's, you know what, that's fine. That's fine. I think this is actually going to look quite cool. Because I always like, I never do highways like going through my city, do I? I always try and like get them to go and avoid the zoning. But there's something to be said about having the highway like going straight through the middle. I think it's going to look quite cool. It adds a bit of depth to it as well. Like you get all these roads, the highway going over it. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. So let's have them go through here. And out to about there. All right. Let me see. This one here can maybe be curved a little bit. Did that ad just say, what does it feel like to smell a mountain, or what does it smell like? Oh my god, Soul-Likes with the $30. Thank you very much, man. Says, gonna crash out, brother. Hit you up later for some possible Fallout shenanigans. Absolutely, man. I'm 100% down for more people to play Fallout with. Absolutely. Thank you very, very much. I will, I'll get you a highway named after you in just a second. This new bridge we're putting in here.
We all want to be prepared.
Absolutely getting this new bridge named after you in just a second.
That's where final insurance comes in. We provide peace of mind for when you
Let's see here. Turn off the guidelines. Head up to there, maybe? Actually, if I go here and like that,
the last insurance you'll ever need.
That might look a little better. What if I made that a bigger curve though? So it's a little bit less sharp.
Hey parents, worried about rock and roll?
Yeah, that's better. All right. Road guidelines to there and there. And then flip the whole thing around in just a second. All right. So that, I think, is going to be a fantastic... I think that's going to be a fantastic road to have right there. And I think it looks pretty good too, man. I really like that. So let me go ahead and just lock in all of the nodes here so that you have to get in lane and stay in lane once you hit the double road there. So all the way back. That one's interesting. It changed color. Huh. All right. So just all the way back to here and here, I think. This one needs to go there as well. So basically you get in lane and you stay in lane.